So my claim today is that, well, first of all, everyone, when they think about Hawaii, the state of Hawaii, they probably come up with the same image in their minds. And that's, white sandy beaches, beautiful palm trees, coconut trees, and pristine waters. But my claim here today is that Hawaii is slowly becoming a paradise lost, and that a hell is actually springing up within paradise. So one of the major causes for this is that the high cost of living. So on tohawaii.com, the writer claimed that it's a fact that housing is always going to be much more expensive for anyone that wants to go and live in a desirable area, be it Hawaii, be it Newport Beach. And one of the main reasons for the high cost of living also is that Hawaiians, they consume 90% of the food that they consume is imported. So they're completely reliant on imports. And they have a really, really bad economy that is based off of coffee and tourism. Also, just to expand cities and housing development, it's very hard because they have a lot of environmental policies that prohibit that. A second factor that's really visible once you go visit the island chain is homelessness. A lot of people in Hawaii, they'll go over there and they're migrants and they think that, oh, Hawaii's gonna be simple living and stuff, but then they get faced with the high cost of living and the relatively low rates of salaries, and they can't cope, they don't manage their finances properly, and they go into homelessness. And I have a statistic here from the LA Times article that says per every 100,000 people, 487 are homeless. So that kind of boils down to 1 per 200 people are homeless, which is a pretty high rate. A charitable organization, Hope Services Hawaii, they do point-in-time investigations, meaning that when they help someone out, they basically record them, so they have records of every single person that they helped out. And they've seen a 68% increase in homelessness since 2013 to now. So it's a pretty big, rampant problem, and I just want to go on to saying that high cost of living is not the only factor that contributes to this rampant homelessness. There's a big drug abuse problem in Hawaii. It's actually one of the top 10 states for drug abuse, and a more recent statistic is that they are second in the nation for meth abuse. They have a big crystal meth problem in Hawaii. A Nat Geographical documentary, you've probably seen it, it's called Drugs Incorporated, Drugs Inc. There's an episode where they talk about Hawaiian ice and how it's devastated the land. And a meth addict in that documentary was quoted as saying that meth is not confined to just the ghettos. It affects everybody, all walks of life, from upper, lower, and middle class. So just so you can see that based on all these factors and stuff, that Hawaii, if they don't sort out their situations and they may have to change some policies around, that they're really going down a really big slope. And it's not just on the land, I've seen it in the water too. When I visited Kauai and I did snorkeling, I saw coral reefs were devastated, the water was murky, you couldn't really see anything, and I saw maybe 4 fishes the first time I went. So it's a really bad situation, and I hope that it gets better someday. Thank you.